Back with another video, and today we're going against we already won against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The next game will be against the Portland Trailblazers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11 games before we hit April. We're just trying to get it done. There's only 2:47, so it's going to be 3 o'clock soon. We're just trying to hurry up and do as much as we can today, so tomorrow we can jump back onto it. We should jump back into it.
Trailblazers, a microwave score with length and lightning quickness. Anthony Simons will look to get it going as they await tip-off at the Wells Fargo Center. Blazers, Sixers, and we'll be right back after this.
Surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
So here's Portland's starting group. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the point guard. Maxey attacking. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one. How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Harris against Lillard. Here's Grant. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Boston. Passes to Harris. Tucker with the ball. Pass to Embiid. second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Harris. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first push.
They're really working the way now.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, nice finish from him on that drive. Uses his body well and helps extend the lead.
Outside Hart. Pass to Graham. Back to Hart. Fires the three. The shot that time not on target. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Really fast. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game. Pass to Graham. Now here's Hart. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play coming right off the pick for the lay-in. Philadelphia calls timeout. Jim Sharp listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
Just so strong on defense in the post. Often will guard up a position, and his rebounding numbers show he plays well above his listed height.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Winslow comes in for Graham. Little's checked in for Hart. And it's Walker in for Lillard. Walker for 3. It's Harrell with a rebound. The 76ers have gone 7-9. A solid percentage so far. Melton passes to Thibault. We talk a lot about momentum heading into the postseason. But then you see teams resting their players, willing to take a few losses. For me, the reason why is you have veteran stars who know how to win in the playoffs. Health tends to be your number one concern for those guys. But for young upstarts, momentum can make the difference, especially in that first series. Right wing. Here's Eubanks. Offensive rebound to the paint. Here's Little. Here's Winslow. And at last, they get one to fall. A fantastic rebound, and I like how Winslow uses his athleticism to grab boards. Harrell. Yep, that one goes.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively.
Not good at all. Portland has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Here's Little. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Back to Walker. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They traveled to Portland the last time they faced the Blazers and came away with a win.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Back to Simons. Pass to Little. To the middle. Here's Eubanks. Harrell defending. Simons against Melton. It's Harrell with a rebound. defensively, searching for his first points of the game. And placed out with a whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against it on the court. It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Thibault, he's checked in for the Sixers. Melton comes in for Maxey. A big group substitution here for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Winslow comes in for Graham. Little's checked in for Hart. And Simon is subbed in for Walker. Simon's outside. Pass to Winslow. Back to Lillard. That's tipped. Melton left side. Good ball. Nice setup by Harris. Melton's got 6.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking that.
And the Trailblazers all tied here. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and that hope was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Harrell's checked in for the Sixers. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. Here's Lillard. And again, another missed shot.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus. A little undersized at the 4, but he is confident.
Taking a look at this first half, they just showed better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Pass to Little. Here's Lillard. Pounded by Harris. Lillard against Harris. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
That's on Joel Embiid.
Team
Known for being clutch. When games are tight, Damian Lillard leads into the spotlight and knows how to deliver.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot with his legs. On this short list for players, don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Lillard against Harris. Pass to Eubanks. Back to Lillard. Here's Eubanks. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Clock is at 3. From behind the arc. Lillard can't get it to go. Harrell passes to Melton. Harris right side. An easy 2 on the layup. Harris has got 11.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a gigantic 33-point.
We have 11 more games to play, then we have 10 more games to play. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Can't see it, but you can see
no,
it.
reached April.
From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possession. And that does it for our halftime. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Lillard. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The forwards, Hart and Graham. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Graham in the post. Checked by Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simons. And it's Harris with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Back to Embiid. That one fall. Give him 8 points now.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense
Simons. The three ball. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He's in a terrific group right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Portland again missing.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Harris passes to Harris. And the shot goes in. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Simons outside. And here's Grant from the arc. He's off on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And Tucker gets it to go.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Pass to Nurkic. Looking to win the drought. And he's good on the layup. Nurkic has gotten his 2nd bucket.
That hit on Nurkic, it wasn't enough to prevent them from scoring. He's such a strong player.
And the shot goes down.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
For Portland, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Lillard finds Nurkic. The 3 is up. Got a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Nurkic has got 6 points.
Using his size to save the play, Nurkic grabs the offensive rebound and finishes it.
Harris against Simons. Harris passes to Maxey. Now Harris. Embiid inside. Nurkic is there. Count that bucket. In close for him.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Nurkic passes to Simons. Now Lillard, pounded by Harris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming.
It was so bad to see Damian Lillard, one of the most durable players of the past decade, miss so much of the 2021-22 season.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Watford comes in for Grant. Little's checked in for Hart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Simons.
He's force feeding the ball inside. There's no reason to go away from what's working.
And for a player like Lillard, who never missed significant time, an injury like that can pose challenges with him.
But he embraced it, B.A. It was a time to step back, evaluate his game, and get his mind fresh. Sometimes a reset like that can make a great player like Dame even better.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Sharp, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And so here's Portland. Outside Walker. Pass to Eubanks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Eubanks, he's got his first points of the game.
And this is Kemba doing what he does best, understanding the angles and finding openings for his guys to exploit.
And they pick up 2.
His tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Here's Sharp. Pass to Eubanks. And 1:01 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. They grab their own miss. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Niang. And it's in there. Niang's got a second bucket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Winslow with the ball. Here's Little. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Back to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Watford. Trailblazers gotta hurry. Gotta get up a shot. Little, no good. Helton outside. Down low. Here's Harrell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Harrell's got his third basket on the night right there.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Now Walker. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton. So it's Philadelphia.
Controller from the down, bro.
They kept their concentration on holding Damian Lillard.
Controller from the down, bro.
More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so here's Philadelphia. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the second and last game of a quick posting. Furkan Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's George Niang. And it's House in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Watford. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Milton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
Reed's checked in for Harrell. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
All game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. The points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior. Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Here's House, the 11-footer, and the jumper falls for him. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside Hart. Pass to Little. Outside Winslow. Now here's Walker. Puts up a three. And it's Niang with the rebound.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3. That was
3 minutes into the fourth now. Clock at 6. Recently, we've seen a few super teams put together, but it hasn't always been an automatic recipe for success.
Well, a lot of times you see those super teams on paper. It's all about execution on the floor. And the biggest factor that sometimes hampers super teams is health. And that could be a big factor that upset their plans.
And you gotta know where Walker is at all times. No excuse letting him get that point-blank look.
Milton. Oh, he's locked in. Dreams his fifth shot in this many attempts.
That's good planning and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Milton against Walker. Outside Hart. Pass to Brown. And it's House with the rebound. The 76ers have got all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Here's Reed, defended by Brown. Count that one, Reed.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Walker passes to Hart. And here's Brown for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Depth push with both hands, making sure of it. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hart. Pass to Brown. And we know the big markets draw free agents. As a player, how different can that experience be from the big city to the smaller market?
Well, we know it's a big difference. And obviously there's been this old adage that big city wins more. But we've had some teams from smaller markets step up and win a championship, like the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition.
Yeah, VA, just a total beat down. And the next time these teams meet, you can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it seems like these guys are never satisfied, always hungry for more. They push themselves to their 66th win for the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favorite. They wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And when you look at the game, one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jay.
Ooh, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dives.
Sharp, no good. One side has dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
And the basket by Harrell.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Pass delivers. Here's Sharp. And here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Sharp, no good. Here's Reed. Yes.
Memphis makes them feel good. They gave their candidate a shot there and secured the W.
Nice margin. The effort was there all night.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well with your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
All right, guys. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more games, man. 10 more games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 10 more games, guys. We're going up against the Washington Wizards. I just want to get done with the regular season, bro, and go to the playoffs, man, as soon as possible, bro. We're going against the Washington Wizards next episode. So if you like this video that I just made with the Trailblazers, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to post this like every day, every week whenever I have free time.